The Empire employed a number of intimidating heavy assault vehicles throughout the Galactic Civil War, but how much did they all cost? The ATST, or All-Terrain Scout Transport, was developed by Kuat Drive Yards, and it was a lightweight bipedal walker used by ground forces of the Galactic Empire, and was primarily used for reconnaissance and troop support. The ATST was armed with MS-4 twin blaster cannons, along with 88I twin light blaster cannons with a DW-3 concussion grenade launcher. Despite its speed and agility, an ATST's walker's offensive and defensive powers were significantly compromised. Its weapons were only good against lightly armored targets, and defensively its armor could only repel against small arms fire and not laser cannons or missiles. For one ATST, it would cost 75,000 credits. The ATAT, or All-Terrain Armored Transport, was a four-legged combat walker of the all-terrain vehicle line used by the ground forces of the Galactic Empire. Designed for the dual purpose of crushing and demoralizing enemy forces, and also serving as transport for Imperial troops and light vehicles, it was developed by the Kuat Drive Yards. Armed with heavy blaster cannons and anti-personnel blasters with rear laser turrets, alongside with it carrying speeder bikes. These were also heavily modified depending on the planets or terrains they were deployed to, but effective all across the galaxy. For one AT-AT, it would cost 150,000 credits. One of the modified versions of the AT-AT was the AT-ACT, or the All-Terrain Armored Cargo Transport. It was a larger version of the standard all-terrain armored transport combat walker that featured a dedicated cargo bed for the transportation of heavy building materials or combat munitions. It was not built for combat, but was still capable of posing a formidable threat to infantry, as it was armed with MS-2 heavy laser cannons, and for one AT-ACT it would cost 125,000 credits. The TX-225 Occupier tank had two different versions: the GAVW, which was a track-propelled ground assault vehicle used by the Galactic Empire, and the tank had great maneuverability in tight quarters such as streets in occupied cities, and the other version of the TX-225 was the GAVR, and instead of tracks it had a repulsor lift system. And both were developed by the Roth-Anna Heavy Engineering Corporation. Both were armed with laser cannons that could devastate enemy troops and had powerful engines that could transport heavy payloads. They had MKEW medium laser cannons and other light blaster cannons. And both of the TX-225 Occupier tanks had duranium composite armor, and for both of these tanks individually they would cost 45,000 credits. During the Battle of Hoth, there was about 5 AT-ATs deployed, costing the Empire 750,000 credits, and about 5 AT-STs costing them 375,000 credits, meaning the vehicle assault on Hoth cost the Empire around 1,125,000 credits. To occupy Jeddah City, it would be about 3 TX-225 Occupier tanks and about 2 AT-ST walkers, costing the Empire 285,000 credits to occupy Jeddah City. And I guess that's how much Imperial tanks cost. Subscribe if you would like, and until next video, goodbye.